behind every advance, every breakthrough, and every victory, there were thousands of vehicles carrying fuel, ammunition, and men. In this video, we're covering the most important transport and supply vehicles of World War II, from light utility cars to massive heavy trucks. Light utility and staff cars. We begin with light vehicles, the backbone of mobility for officers and reconnaissance units. The Volkswagen type, 82 Kübelwagen, was Germany's answer to the Jeep. Lightweight, simple, and extremely reliable, it performed in every environment from North Africa to the Eastern Front. Then came the Volkswagen type 166 Schwimmwagen, an amphibious version capable of crossing rivers with ease. Its four-wheel drive and propeller made it one of the most versatile small vehicles of the war. The Horsch 901 was a heavy staff car used by high-ranking officers. It combined off-road capability with comfort, making it ideal for command roles. Another key vehicle was the Steyr 1500A, an Austrian-designed truck praised for its air-cooled engine. It performed exceptionally well in desert conditions where overheating was a constant problem. Medium trucks, the workhorses. If there was one vehicle that truly kept the German army moving, it was the Opel Blitz. Produced in massive numbers, the Opel Blitz 3-ton truck became the standard cargo hauler. It transported everything: ammunition, fuel, food, and troops. The four-wheel drive version, the Blitz 4x4, was essential on the Eastern Front, where mud could stop entire offensives. Another major player was the Mercedes-Benz L3000, a reliable 3-ton truck used in countless roles. From troop transport to supply convoys, it was everywhere. The Ford G917T, built by Ford's German branch, added to the logistics network with its rugged design and strong engine. Together, these trucks formed the backbone of daily operations. Heavy trucks, moving the war machine. As the war intensified, heavier vehicles became essential. The Mercedes-Benz L4500 was a powerful heavy truck designed for long-distance hauling. It carried large loads across supply routes stretching hundreds of kilometers. Even larger was the MN ML4500, built for tough conditions and heavy cargo. It played a key role in supporting armored divisions. One of the most iconic heavy trucks was the Tatra 111. With its air-cooled engine and rugged design, it could operate in extreme cold where other vehicles failed. These machines allowed armies to sustain large-scale operations far from supply bases. Half-tracks. When roads disappeared, when roads turned into mud, half-tracks became critical. The Sd.Kfz-10 was a light half-track used to tow anti-tank guns. It was fast, agile, and widely used. The larger Sd.Kfz-7 could tow heavy artillery and carry crews at the same time, but the most impressive was the Sd.Kfz-9 Famo, an 18-ton giant capable of recovering tanks from the battlefield. Without it, many damaged tanks would have been lost forever. Half-tracks ensured mobility when wheeled vehicles simply couldn't move. Fully tracked supply vehicles, in the worst conditions, even half-tracks struggled. That's where the RSO, Raupenschlepper Ost, came in. Designed specifically for the Eastern Front, it was slow but unstoppable. Mud, snow, and rough terrain meant nothing to this simple tracked vehicle. It became one of the most important late-war supply machines, delivering ammunition and food directly to frontline units. Motorcycles, speed and flexibility. Motorcycles played a huge role in communication and reconnaissance. The BMW R75 was a purpose-built military bike with a driven sidecar wheel. It had excellent off-road capability and could carry equipment or a second soldier. Its main rival, the Zundap KS750, offered similar performance and reliability. For lighter duties, the DKWR T125 was simple, cheap, and incredibly effective. Its design was so good it influenced motorcycles worldwide after the war. Specialized logistics vehicles. Some vehicles had very specific but critical roles. The Sd.Kfz 252 was a specialized ammunition carrier designed to resupply tanks under fire. Recovery vehicles like the Panzer III were used to tow damaged tanks off the battlefield for repairs. Without these support vehicles, armored units would quickly lose their strength. Captured vehicles, using everything available. Germany also relied heavily on captured equipment. French trucks like the Citroën U23 and Renault AHN were widely used after the fall of France. From the Soviet Union, the ZIS-5 truck became highly valued for its simplicity and durability in extreme winter conditions. Even Allied vehicles like the Bedford QL and Studebaker US-6 were pressed into service whenever available. This mix of vehicles helped compensate for shortages in German production. Heavy tractors and special haulers. Beyond trucks and half-tracks, the German army relied on heavy tractors to move oversized loads and equipment. The Hanomag SS-100 was one of the most recognizable heavy tractors of the war. It was commonly used at airfields to tow aircraft, but also served in logistics units for moving heavy trailers and equipment. Another unusual vehicle was the Lanz Bulldog tractor. Originally designed for agriculture, it was adapted for military use thanks to its incredible simplicity. It could run on low-quality fuel, making it extremely valuable in fuel-starved conditions. The Fawn ZR heavy tractor was built for the most demanding tasks. It was used by engineering units to transport bridges, construction equipment, and other oversized cargo. These machines didn't fight, but they made large-scale operations possible. Medical and support vehicles. Logistics wasn't just about fuel and ammunition. It was also about saving lives. Vehicles like the Opel Blitz ambulance variants were used to evacuate wounded soldiers from the front lines. Their simple design allowed for quick conversions and easy maintenance. The Mercedes-Benz L1500 was also commonly adapted into a medical vehicle. It provided a relatively smooth ride, which was critical for transporting injured soldiers over long distances. Even captured vehicles were often converted into ambulances, showing just how important mobility was for every aspect of the war. World War II was not won by tanks alone. It was won by movement, coordination, and supply. Every bullet fired, every tank advanced, and every successful operation depended on a constant flow of fuel, ammunition, and equipment. From simple motorcycles and light cars to massive trucks and tracked tractors, these vehicles formed a vast and complex network that kept entire armies alive. When logistics failed, offensives stalled. When supply lines broke, even the most powerful units became ineffective. In the end, these machines, often overlooked and rarely celebrated, were just as important as the weapons themselves. Because without logistics, there is no war.